Hey guys, it's Micah and I here, and we are finally making his and mine 1 to 2 month update. Originally I wanted to do this weekly, but that didn't happen with him. He keeps me busy, and this is going to be about 3 weeks to 2 months. He's not 2 months yet. He'll be 2 months next week, but he's 8 weeks, so he's very close. So we're just going to say 1 to 2 months. So at 1 month, he was 9.9 pounds. He was born at 7.7 pounds 11 ounces, and he went down to 7 pounds 7 ounces and went back up to 7 pounds 10 ounces, and then at 1 month he was 9 pounds 9 ounces. He grew out of newborn clothes about the first month, but I squeezed him into them. He's eating my hands. An extra 2 weeks, so about 6 weeks, but I was really squeezing him in, and he started to scream, and I would try to put them on like really bad, so I stopped squeezing him in. His head is too big, they were getting too tight around him and to button, so I stopped that. He could wear 0 to 3 months from the time he was born, but he really started fitting them about 3 months, and he's still in them, but he's starting to outgrow those. Even he can still stay in them for a little longer, but he's starting to outgrow them. And if I'm bouncy, I'm sorry, I'm on a yoga ball, and it will help to keep him calm. I did take some notes during his 3 weeks. When he was 3 weeks, he started to recognize me more during his 3rd week of life, which is really sweet and really cute. And now he recognizes me a ton. He smiles when he sees me, and it's weird because if he's crying with someone else, he will stop crying when I get him, and if he's not crying with someone else, if he sees me, he will cry because he wants me. So he started to recognize me more during that. He had his witching hour. Witching hour is a time in the evening where babies will just cry to cry. Yeah, will just cry to cry. They're really fussy. That lasted probably his first month of life. After that, it really stopped, but I dreaded the evenings because he would just cry and cry and cry and cry, and nothing could calm him. But he's a lot better now. He still does get fussy, but I wouldn't say witching hours anymore. It was probably about 5 to 9 p.m. when he went to bed. He likes bath time. While he's in the bath, he's very content. He hates coming out. That's a whole different story. He gets cold. He does not like it. He hates things on his face. He likes my hair on his face. It tickles. But he hates, like, if the bib goes up on his face or a blanket goes on his face, he hates it, which I guess is a good thing. He'll start grunting and crying, and he really just does not like it. But there's that. He likes his bouncer. He has this bouncer thing by Fisher-Price. It's not really a bouncer. It's more like of a rocker, and it's a seat that vibrates, and he really, really loved that. Now, he still likes it, but he's not as big as a fan, and he really didn't like his swing before. 3 weeks, he didn't like his swing. He likes his swing more now because it has a mirror at the top. I don't think he recognizes himself. He sees himself, and he'll start talking to himself. He likes car rides. He usually does pretty well. He would fall asleep and stay pretty quiet. He will cry more now, especially if I have to wake up and take his dad to work. He knows it's just he's not supposed to be awake. He'll cry the whole time. And he had his first cry where he had a real tear. His clogged tear duct is becoming better. Now it just has like one big boogie, but he's good for the most part. Me, postpartum, I had very minimal bleeding at 3 weeks. I would only have to wear panty liners, and my 3-week checkup, they said I was healing great. I went to my 6-week checkup. They didn't even check me. I don't know if they're supposed to, but they didn't, and I'm good. I need to make an appointment for my birth control. I'm thinking of an IUD, but I am waiting for my insurance because I had to change my insurance, and I don't know how much he weighs yet for his 2 month because I'll have to reschedule his appointment because I had to change his insurance because they changed his insurance for me, and his doctor he was going to doesn't take that insurance, and I wanted him to stay, so I had to change his insurance, and it's not active till September 1st, so I just have to reschedule his 2 month appointment. So I don't know how much he weighs now. I'm guessing about 12 pounds, but I'll update the description when it's correct, and include it in my next update. He's eating my hand. Right now with me postpartum, I stopped bleeding completely about 3 to 4 weeks. I would just spot very lightly on and off. I'm now 8 weeks postpartum, and the past couple days I've been spotting very lightly, which is so annoying, and I've been having light cramping. I don't think it's a period though. It's nothing like a period. I still think it's from him. I think he's getting hungry. He's over here eating on my hand, you see him? But yeah, other things that he, after the 3 weeks, he recognizes me a ton now. He started wanting to smile before he was 1 month, and by the time he was 1 month, he was having real smiles that I knew were real smiles. He started smiling at me, he started responding to me, he started talking and cooing. He's getting, oh dang, that's a strong suck. He started responding and cooing and talking to me. He's a lot more, when he's awake, he's a lot more aware, and he's so much fun now when he's awake. He talks. He's starting to want to play with his toys. He recognizes his toys. He talks to his toys. He likes talking to the ceiling fan. He will watch TV. I can get about 30 minutes to do things. If I turn on Moana or the Minions or something on Netflix, he'll watch it for about 30 minutes before he gets fussy. About 27 minutes actually is average, but he'll watch for about that long before he starts getting mad. He likes to sit up now. He always wants to sit up. He wants to be a big boy. He really doesn't like laying down. We still do co-sleep or bed share. He started sleeping through the night when he was 1 month exactly. Before then, he would only wake up about 2 times a night, but now he's been sleeping 6 hours through the night when he hit 1 month, and now he'll sleep 6 to 8. Some nights he'll go 8, some nights he'll go 6. He will usually go to bed about 9 to 10 and wake up about 3 to 4. And then he'll go to sleep again and wake up about 6, 7, and then by about 7:30 he wants to be up and he won't go back to sleep as easily. But last night he went to bed at 7 p.m. He woke up at 12, and then he went back to sleep until 4, and then he went back to sleep after he woke up at 4. He went back to sleep until 7, and then he went back to sleep until 9. So this boy can sleep just as much as we can. If we're all in bed together and like no one's waking up and getting out of the bed, he'll just keep going back to sleep with us. He still loves his passy. He no longer gets bedtime bottle. I quit doing that. It stopped making a difference. So now he's pretty much exclusively breastfeed. If I leave him with my grandma, I will tell her that she can just give him formula because it's quicker and easier for her to go get my milk and thaw it and stuff. And plus I really want to build a good stash before we start relying on that more. But he is barely received formula his 2nd month of life. I think he's received maybe 2 bottles, maybe more off the top of my head. I think only 2 because we stopped doing the whole bottle thing once he hit like 1 month, the whole formula thing. He will still get my breast milk in a bottle and stuff like that. He is in size 1 diapers. We switched about probably a month and a half because I really wanted to finish all my newborn diapers. He still fit them, but they started getting tight, and I think the size 1 are already getting a little tight, which is I'm not happy about because I have tons of diapers. He can still stay in them though. They still fit fine, but it's getting there. He's getting there where they're starting to get a little bit too full and a little bit too tight, and he's having some blowouts. But I have Huggies and Pampers that I'm using right now. I like Huggies more, but the Huggies seem to run a little smaller, and he has more blowouts in them recently versus Pampers. And when he was in newborns, he didn't leak out of Huggies as much, and he leaked out of Pampers all the time. So I don't know. Also, look, Gio got me Apple Watch. He is getting so chunky. I can tell he's no longer my itty bitty little skinny baby. He's getting big and fat and chunky, and he started drooling. He drools. He's not teething, I don't think yet, but it may seem like it with him chewing on my hand. I don't think he is. He does want to chew on everything though. He wants to chew on his blankets, his shirts, everything. All he has to do is figure out how to use his hands, and he'll be chewing on his hands and everything. But for right now, I just pop in his binky. That satisfies him. He likes to suck on something, like how he is right now on my hand. My boobs are getting full and he's acting hungry, so I'm going to go ahead and feed him. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And when you subscribe, there will be a bell next to the subscribe button, which will turn on your notifications, which will help you notify you when I post. So I will see you guys in my next video. And yeah, bye guys. Say bye, Micah. Bye. And as far as mom life, guys, I'm loving it. I love him. Me and Gio went out and watched a movie. Halfway through the movie, I wanted to go home because I missed him. But here's my chunky butt. Uy. Say bye, Micah. Bye, baby. Look at all his hair. So much hair. Bye.